Hi everyone, it's Dr. Zaruk, cardiometabolic physician. I'm going to be talking about Ozempic and how to administer the injection. So it's a medication that is for diabetics. It's not an insulin, but it does come in a pen. So it is an injection. So what we find in the sample kit is we find the pen with the medication already included in the pen, so we don't have to pull any medication. And we have some needles. So let's look at what the needles look like. The needles are capped with a little bit of a cardboard or a paper, if you will, tab. So what we do is we remove that tab and it looks like this. So what we do is we uncap the pen, we insert the pen in the needle holster, and we just twist it. You don't have to be hard with the twisting, okay? It's very well done that it won't dislodge. So the first cap, remember, is plastic, protection. But don't forget there's a second cap also. So let's remove the second cap. So we're removing the second cap, and come closer. I want to show you the needle. So things being things, and granted that it is a needle, it is not the type of needle that we used to use in the 80s. So this is going to be the needle that we're going to use today to inject the medication. And a lot of people say that it's less painful and less tender than the prick that we used to do for our glucose measurements. So these are the dosing. Okay, there's 3 doses that your doctor is going to prescribe. First one is 0.25. The second dose is going to be 0.5, and there's a third dose that comes in a different pen, and that's going to be the 1 milligram. So 0.25, then we double it to 0.5, then we double it to 1. The key thing with Ozempic is that we can adjust the dosage, and there are all clicks in between of each single dose. But the doctor is going to probably start you off with 0.25. So we're going to twist it all the way to 0.25 until we see that the milligram dosage is side by side to the 0.25 indicator. Okay? So this is how we're going to know that we're going to be reaching our dose. Before all this, come closer. You see a solid line right there at the indicator. This solid line indicates that we need to make sure that there's no air in the needle. So we turn there, we put our pen the other side, and we press on it, and we look if there's a little bit of a drop that produces. And this is how we know that there's no air in the needle anymore. We're ready to inject. So we're ready to inject. Which dose do we go to? The first one, 0.25. We're at 0.25 right now. Okay. 3 sites to inject: the belly, the legs, the outer legs, or the back of our arms. A lot of people decide they want to go with the abdomen, especially knowing that Ozempic is once a week. It's kept in the fridge, okay? And you just take it out when it's your time to inject. So let's do it with the abdomen so that everybody sees what it can actually, one, feel like, I guess, and what it looks like and what it sounds like when you inject. So you grab yourself a little bit of the abdomen skin, you create a fold, you take your pen, you're ready to inject after, of course, having cleaned it with some alcohol, and you press against your skin. And then you press the gray button on top. And How do we know the injection was properly given? By looking at the dose counter, and it goes back down to 0. So now what do? We make sure to recap our needle with both plastic lids. We untwist our pen. We make sure to disregard our needle in a sharps container. And for our pen, it's back in the fridge until next week.